making before in my entire life. It was insane. It was like over the top of my sail at points, I felt like.
About your day today?
Well, I'm going to start it off quite peacefully. I went out first and rigged a 4.2. It was, averages in the low 20s and pretty narrow window. George was even flying his drone out there, so, kind of cruising conditions. And after I came back in, George went out on the 4.2, and after his session, I went back out, and it got nuclear. I rigged my 3.4, which is my smallest sail. Wish I had a 3.0 or something smaller. Looked at it was just insane. It was averaging like 34 miles per hour and gusting between like 45 and 50 miles per hour. And the swell was like over my head. It was insane. It was so crazy. I think that's the craziest conditions I've ever been sailing in.
Like ever, right?
That's including that one day it was hailing on us at Berry Hill. Oh my gosh, it was pretty crazy, but so glad I went back out for it. There were guys coming back in saying like, we can't handle this, and so made me kind of smug that I was out there.
And before it just went off the rails, you linked up a bunch of jives, right?
Yeah, something clicked, and I got at least 10 jibes successfully. They weren't carving jibes, like the beginning was carving, but the second half was more of a pivot jibe. But yeah, there were twice I linked up 3 jibes each time. So it was so fun just going back and forth without ever touching the water.
Man. I was so impressed to see you going back out there. It was nuts to watch from shore. You know, sand is like flying off the surface of the ground on the beach. Watching Corey's head go like this way out in the distance. I don't know how high the swell actually was, but it looked enormous.
Girls gotta play. So much fun today. Glad we came out.
Yeah. Connie was a rock star. So impressive. Yeah, so cool to see her out there.
Well, I mean, it was coming up when you were out too, so you were probably insanely overpowered on that 4-2, huh?
I got a taste of it, but I came in before it got too wild. Yeah, I started off with the 4-2 being the perfect sail for me, cruising back and forth. I came back, I took a break, and while I was taking the break, the wind started coming up, and Connie, I forget exactly what you said, but it was something like, you better get back out there.
Oh yeah, it's like, you better go back out before you have to re-rig.
So, yeah, I cranked on the downhaul, cranked on the outhaul, and just saw what the 4-2 could do for me. Couldn't have done much more, because there were some points I was in the water trying to water start, and I was feeling the sail being backwinded. You know, I'm trying to fly the sail from the water. I'm being backwinded from the top. I can't get the nose of the board upwind enough. It was like right on that edge. So I took one more lap basically and called it a day. But that's when Connie started. That's when Connie got back out on the water and was like, I need some more.
Yeah. On those water starts, sometimes the wind was just, so strong. I was taking my board and like flipping it over. I was still holding onto the sail, but the board would just go flying. So I was having a water start in the lulls.
Yeah.
Try to get into my foot straps before the gusts came back up.
Or one of those last runs for me, I go up over the top of the swell, and it wasn't much of a jump, but my fins must have broke contact with the water, because when I hit the water again, I was skidding out felt like a snowboarder in powder, just board straight in front of me, just pushing water and not getting any grip at all. It was crazy. It's just nuts.
I had a couple fun little hops, especially earlier before it got nuclear, and then I was just in survival mode. I didn't want to leave the water.
Yeah, at some point you start envisioning like, my feet are glued, I'm just stuck to the water, can't let my fins break contact.
Yeah, but what a fun day.
Whew. Biggest day this summer, for sure, right?
Yeah.
Maybe ever?
Maybe
ever.
Good day overall, so.
Well,
I'm gonna be really sore. I was already sore when we started from our winging session 2 nights ago, but it's so good to play on the water.
Well, I guess that's it for us for today. Until next time.
Woohoo!